I wanted to do a quick thank you to everyone who's been supporting my channel. I really appreciate all of your comments and your likes. It really means a lot to me. So if you find any value in my videos, please hit subscribe, leave your comments below with any suggestions of content you want to see or any questions you have. And again, thank you so much for watching and for participating. It means a lot as an artist, and it really helps me to define my craft and to get better. So this is a very simple mixed media project that I did. It's basically just using India ink, some quilled paper pieces, and stamps, and that's pretty much it. But the effects are really fantastic. I love this is one of the favorite pieces that I've ever created. So basically, I just am using what I have. I don't like to buy a lot of fancy tools because I try to make do with what I have on hand to kind of use things creatively. So this I'm doing circles, but I'm just using the lids of different art supplies and things that I have on hand to get the different sizes. And this is all India ink, so you can get these sets of different colors, and the colors are really vibrant, and I love mixing them together and kind of seeing how they blend. So once I add the ink to the surface with my circles, I'm just spritzing them with just a little bit of water. And this has been really helpful for me to do this technique because I have a very heavy hand, and my tendency is always to try to squirt everything just way too much. So this doing pieces like this helps me to just do like one or two spritz and then just leave it and see how everything kind of progresses on its own. Now, of course, I have to let it dry completely, all of the ink in the water. But then I created this mask to stamp through so that I still had kind of a circle effect of the stamps on the surface. I love adding text to my pieces. It's one of my favorite things to do. And I do it whether it's an encaustic piece or a mixed media piece or just an art journal page. I'm always adding text. It's just such a fun element, and I feel like it adds a lot of symbolism too and interest to each of my pieces. Now here I was a little lazy. I should have created another mask that was a little smaller, but I didn't. So I had to do a little bit of fixing, but it still turned out really well. Now these are my paper pieces. So quilling is, taking strips of paper, thin strips, and rolling them into different shapes and coils and even straight lines. And most people who do quilling do like flowers or different portraits, animals, people. There's some really amazing quilling art out there. I encourage you to Google it if you've never heard of it before. But I do more abstract quilling. So these are pieces that I roll. I've kind of created some different unique shapes that are very 3D, and I love adding them to my mixed media canvases. I adhere them on with gel medium. Again, this I've talked about it before, but it's my favorite adhesive because it dries clear and it is very, very strong. So I just load up the back of my shapes with gel medium and they don't go anywhere. So the final step for this piece was adding some definition to the circles with a calligraphy pen, adding some lines and some kind of abstract text. I'm not really writing real words. I'm just kind of giving the appearance of words because I'm not a calligrapher. So I'm just kind of freehanding some different things just to add some interest and some definition to these circles. And I should have done this before I added my paper pieces. I definitely took the hard way. Um, it wasn't something I was planning on doing with this piece, but it definitely adds the final touch and really brings these pieces to life. And that's it, just a very simple project that would be very easy to replicate. I would love to see if any of you attempt anything like this. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.